For the first time in public, we're hearing from the SUV driver pulled from his car and beaten by a group of motorcyclists nearly 2 years ago. He testified in court today in the trial of an NYPD undercover officer alleged to be one of those bikers. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor was in the courtroom.
Outside of court, no one said much, not the defendants.
No comment.
Or the victim standing next to this man brushing us off. But in the courtroom where cameras were not allowed, much was said. Alexian Leon took the stand as undercover NYPD detective Wojciech Barszczuk and his co-defendant Robert Sims looked on. Barszczuk was off duty and on his motorcycle with this group of bikers on the West Side Highway back in September of 2013. Alexian Leon drove this SUV. He was pulled out and beaten in front of his wife and daughter by another biker. Authorities say Barszczuk reached into a broken window on the SUV, stood by, then drove off. Leon was injured on his face, hands, and torso. He says the bikers harassed cars and popped wheelies, starting way downtown. Leon says his wife threw plums and a water bottle to shoo away the bikers. Leon says he was growing scared, so he turned to his wife and said, "What do I do?" She said, "Just go." Panicked, Leon says he knew he hit someone, but feared for his family's lives. Once he drove up to Washington Heights, he was pulled out of his SUV and beaten. The assistant DA calls it classic mob mentality. But the defense counters Leon did nothing to defuse the situation. Quote, "Why didn't you just pull over?" "That's a very good question. I was very focused on enjoying the day I planned for my wife and my daughter and myself. Didn't feel the need to pull over." The defense also asked Leon about Barszczuk. "Can you attribute any aggressive physical conduct that day to this particular person?" "No." But prosecutors say Barszczuk failed to do what an NYPD officer is supposed to in this situation by reporting the crime or intervening if possible. To which his defense attorney says, quote, "Though it wasn't his proudest moment, that doesn't make him a criminal." Both men are charged with assault and other crimes. Leon was not charged. Court resumes tomorrow at 10 a.m. with witness testimony. In Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
11 men have been indicted in this attack. At least 3 have pleaded guilty. Others are headed for trial.